Salam everyone.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back to another video. I know we've been away for so long. And obviously you guys know, I'm pretty sure you guys are all aware of what's happening in Palestine, and just with everything that was happening, we kind of just like spent time to raise awareness on Instagram, and YouTube got pushed aside, our job got pushed aside. We just kind of paused everything to really focus on raising awareness and making sure that everyone is aware of what's going on and donations are happening and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So we apologize for being MIA, but I'm sure you guys
so many people were like,
understand.
where are you guys? We miss you guys. We need more videos.
Yeah, especially on YouTube, because we've been so quiet here. So we wanted to get back and kind of touch base with you guys and, you know, film a video finally after so long. But of course we want to just take a moment to kind of like make dua for everyone that's like suffering in Palestine. Like if they're hurting, we are hurting. They're our brothers and sisters, and it literally doesn't take anyone to be Palestinian or Muslim or anything like that to feel what they're feeling and to, you know, be a human and have empathy. Just try your best to raise awareness, to attend protests if you have them locally, to donate if you can. Like that's all that we can do, and just pray for them. Inshallah, they have a ceasefire.
I really believe that the people in Palestine have given us a test.
Yeah, we were just talking about that the other day. Yeah. A lot of people think that the Palestinians are being tested because anything that we go through, any hardship that we go through in Islam, we believe it's a test from God. But in reality, like, Palestinians have passed this test over and over and over again for the past 75 years. This test is really about what we are gonna do as the Muslim Ummah watching from the comfort of our house. What are we gonna do in the wake of this injustice?
And what have you done? What are things you've done? What do you advise people to do?
Honestly, like for me, I believe that everyone has their own unique way to make a difference. No two people will have the same impact or the same opportunities to make a difference. So for me personally, I have a big platform that God has gifted me, and I feel like God has given me this also to raise awareness. So I've been doing that, trying my best to raise awareness. We also wanted to touch base on the fact that now is the time to support our local Muslim-owned businesses.
Yes, this is like the perfect time. Because
guys, it's so important.
A lot of people, you know, we're boycotting brands. You know, I don't know if you guys heard boycotting, like all the brands that support the genocide and support everything. So we've been doing that. But what's more important, right, is to support the brands that are pro-Palestinian.
Yes, and that is so important because yes, we're boycotting those big brands, but what are we doing to strengthen our community. Right? Because we don't want to end up relying on these big brands, and we're going to eventually forget about the boycott and go back to these big brands because we haven't made our local brands strong enough to stand against these bigger brands. And so we really have to invest our money into local brands. And I say this all the time, obviously with us like having a small business, like this is really important for us personally, because we know the struggle of a small business and we know what it's like being in that industry. So we know how important it is to support other small businesses. And I really want to emphasize this: support businesses that are pro-Palestinian, that are against the genocide, and that will help the Palestinian people with the initiatives that they're doing. Those are the type of companies that you should be putting your dollar in.
And you should think about it this way: these brands that we're boycotting, how do you think they made it so far? They made it so far because these brands are pretty much Zionists. And what do Zionists do? They support each other and they help each other grow. They hire
have a
each
crazy
other.
community.
They have a huge community,
yeah.
Right? But then when it comes to us Muslims, you know, our Muslim community or Arab communities or anything, you know, someone releases a brand, someone does something that want to make it big. Oh, their prices are too expensive. Oh, this, all that. You know, like they're not 100% supported. They rather go support these other ones because their marketing is everything. They do everything correctly. But if we, as Muslims, support each other, we could grow big. Because let's say you go into the mall. We live in Dubai. You walk in the mall. This is a Muslim country. You walk into the mall. All the brands you see in the mall are the mainstream brands that you see everywhere around the world. You won't see like small businesses like ours or anybody else's business in these malls because
there's a lack of support.
Yeah, there's a lack of support.
And these are the businesses that we need to support because they will in turn support us as the community. You know what I mean? So one brand that we always highlight in our YouTube videos that I think is so important to also bring up in this video is Nominal. Nominal is like an Arabic inspired jewelry brand, and they are all about like meaningful jewelry pieces. But what I really love is A, they are Palestinian owned, which is amazing. We should be definitely supporting them. And B, they are donating a meal to Palestinians for every single order you make. So every order you make will have a positive impact, which is so incredibly amazing, like to be able to shop and also have a positive impact. You won't find that in mainstream brands. You will only find that in brands that support us and come from our community. So that is super important to make note of. I received a package from them recently.
I haven't opened it yet.
This is a new package. Look at this cute packaging, so cute. So we're gonna open it with you guys right now and show you some of our favorites. And I'm missing a necklace, so I need to put something on.
I'm wearing one that I had from them in the past, and I'm actually wearing their watch.
Maybe we'll switch it with something else right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what's inside.
Guys, this is one of the best brands that you could gift somebody.
Yeah.
So like, let's say you have a guy friend or your husband.
Friend, that's haram.
Yeah. Pick someone's a husband, you know, or like a brother or anything like that. I think as a male, I'm telling you guys, it's actually the perfect gift. Easy gift.
It's a really good gifting brand.
Because like I wear this stuff all the time.
This is what it looks like on the inside. I noticed that it smells really nice, and there's a soap, and I have a feeling it's like a olive oil soap, you know, like the Palestinian olive oil soaps. It smells really nice. This is the first piece. It is so nice. Should we put it on you?
I can change it.
Yeah. This is so nice. This is actually a car chain. We already have one right now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they can see it in the screen. No, they can't. Anyways, we already have one up right now, but this is actually really nice.
Are we replacing this?
No, we'll keep this for maybe our next car, inshallah.
For your car.
Okay, let me put this necklace on because this is really cute. I love how like dainty the actual chain is. So cute. I love like dainty jewelry. I'm sweating.
This is so hard.
Okay. Fire.
Yo.
We're matching.
We're matching.
You just have the silver one, I have the gold one.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That is cute. Yo, couples out there, this is a good buy.
And make sure you use code Jasmine. They have their Black Friday sale right now up to 60% off, which is crazy. So their whole website is discounted. Plus, you can use my code Jasmine to save even more. So you're saving for Black Friday, you're saving with my code, you're feeding a family in Palestine, and you're supporting a local Muslim business.
You're gonna look fresh.
A lot of you guys always ask us, since we have our own business, Ferris, what it took to start this business. And one huge question that we always get is, how much did you invest in your business, or how much should I invest in my business if I want to start one?
How much it costs to start
your own business?
business.
Okay, I'd like to first start off by identifying a few factors that would change our answer. So one thing is, it depends on what kind of business you're starting.
Yeah.
So there are businesses that require little to no investment because they are a service-based business, or they are a very low costing product. Like, let's say you're doing drop shipping, like from AliExpress or something like that. Like, that business structure is very different than our business structure.
Yes, and there's people that are doing like photography, for example. They buy like cameras, the one-time investment.
Yes.
And they buy other equipment that's a one-time investment. They use it and they keep getting clients, and those are different types of businesses.
Yes, for us, we can only speak about our type of business because that's the only experience we have in. So for us, we are a slow fashion brand. We basically started off with an idea that we wanted to kind of launch a few products. We didn't want to launch like a full-blown website because we were still new at the game and we wanted to test the waters. So we ended up deciding on how many designs. Was it like 6?
Blazer, basics, half tees,
wide sleeve tunics, regular button up. That's actually a lot of startups. 5 pieces.
5 pieces, multiple colors, sizes, etc.
Yeah, so that's what we decided on doing. So now it came down to, okay, how much money do we have in the bank? So at the time, we had just invested in a home, and we literally spent all of our savings on that. So we had to wait a little bit until we could save up again. Alhamdulillah, we were able to save up some money, and we ended up investing
around $30,000.
$30,000 USD?
No, it's actually Canadian.
Canadian.
So like $25,000 USD.
Yes. So that is the amount that we invested into our brand initially. Now, is this the amount that every single person who's starting a business has to invest? No. Okay, the reason why we had to invest $30,000, let me break it down for you guys. Each product that we design and custom make and manufacture and all that is a very high costing product. We don't, my designs are all custom, they're all unique, they're all by me.
This goes back to the point where she said we're slow fashion.
Yes, and everything takes time to make. I do not go to the market in Turkey or in China or wherever and I just pick a product and slap my label on it and sell it to you guys. I actually design everything from scratch.
So that all takes a long time.
I source all the fabric from scratch, everything. I even custom dye a lot of the pieces that we have so that the colors are exclusive to our brand. So all of those details that were super important for me, and also working with factories that are ethical, that are like fair trade, like employees are paid well, all that kind of stuff. All those like factors play into the fact that it is a slow process that costs more than normal. So each product will cost us a lot, which is why only 5 pieces in our collection, we had to invest $30,000. Now, if you do have a business that is like I said, like drop shipping or something like that, you won't have to invest that much. I feel like there's a lot of people who invest like maybe $5,000.
Yeah, they start off and then they sell, they reinvest, they start off and they grow bigger and bigger and bigger.
And it's kind of like a business model, a different business model than us. It's not all about just the money that you're investing. It's also about the time that you're investing and the effort that you're investing.
Yeah, like you gotta go with the branding, the way your brand looks.
Yes, that all takes effort and time to create. It's not just about money. Not everything you can purchase, right? Like the style of your brand, you're not going to be able to pay for it. Your time, you're not going to be able to pay for it. So all these things, like I think we invested way more time than the value of money that we invested in our brand, because it took a lot to get to the point where we felt like we've created a brand, like an actual brand, not just like a company that sells clothing. So you have to keep that in mind. It's not just all about money. Sometimes you barely have to invest anything, but you can come up with a crazy brand concept and it does really well. And sometimes you invest so much money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then it fails because there's no strategy behind the brand.
So our advice here is to start small. Start with what you're comfortable with and make that investment, and then figure out ways to sell this product.
Yeah.
Because if you start small, you literally have nothing to lose. You know, let's say you start with $5,000 as an investment. If you lose $5,000, you're gonna be like, ouch, but at the same time, you're not going to regret it too much because you've learned something, you know? So.
But if you invest like $30,000 or $50,000
then
or whatever,
the pressure is on.
There's a lot of risk involved. So make sure your risk is minimal and your risk is calculated correctly to your circumstance. So if you are like a startup business with like no following, no like presence online or anything like that, you're really starting from scratch, you don't want to look at investing a huge amount because there's a lot at stake.
Yeah,
there's a lot of risk.
Trial and error.
But if you do have things like, for example, we had our platform, so we had a little bit more of a reason to spend a little bit more. Like there was a bit of more of a calculation behind it, then it made sense for us.
And it also doesn't make sense for us to bring in only like 50 pieces of something.
Yes, because we knew that it would like eventually sell out, and because we're slow fashion, it's going to take a long time to restock. So that's something that we had in our mind as well. But I also want to touch on something that
broke our heart
and came up after we invested this $30,000, which is really important to keep in mind, and it's something that you will learn the hard way in business. So maybe this will give you a little bit of an advice before you get into it.
Learn from other people's mistakes.
Learn from our mistake. Basically, we obviously knew, we lived in Canada, we knew that there are high taxes in Canada, but we didn't know the extent of how high these taxes could be and how much it could affect our business. So when we brought in our product from Turkey, we had a huge shipment, we brought it in, and then once it gets to the borders in Canada, it's about to ship to our warehouse, we get a message that says, "Hi, this is DHL, you have a $10,000 tax payment to pay."
Duties and taxes.
"To clear your package." And I literally got that message on my phone, and I looked at it and I was like, this is like $1,000 maybe. maybe. Am I reading this correctly?
$10,000?
$10,000 in duties and taxes that we didn't account for in our budget whatsoever. So this was completely coming out of our pocket, and something that like really hurt us super bad, especially at the beginning of our business. We haven't sold a single product because we haven't received the products, and we had to pay an extra $10,000 on top of our initial investment, which is a huge number, you guys, like huge. So my point is, make sure you keep in mind that things may come up in your business that may want you to smash your head on the wall. But that is part of like the growing process in like starting a business. There should be like a bank account for mistakes.
Yeah,
like, you know.
I have a saying for that, but I'm not gonna say it.
We really want to get into like this type of business topics on here on YouTube, but we just don't know what questions you guys have. So if you have specific questions, leave them in the comments down below so that we can get to them in the next video or the one after that. I feel like these are like nice topics to talk about, and something that could help a lot of people, because I feel like a lot of people are really into starting their own businesses now.
Yeah. Like how to sell, where to post, what to do.
Yeah,
we've learned that, you know.
Yeah.
Today we just talked about how much we've invested,
yes,
and to start a business, and that's just a brief idea.
Like we said, like this is just based off of our business structure.
Some people invest so much money.
Yeah, some people invest a lot. Some people go like full force, like they invest in marketing and all that. But we didn't have to invest in marketing. That's one thing that's really important, because we had organic marketing from our pages. Other people have to account for that in their budget, so it just depends.
Also a lot of people have like business-minded people that work with them that know what they're doing, that are able to invest that much. But like someone like me and Jasmine,
we had zero experience.
And we have experience now, but I still feel like we have zero experience.
Imposters.
So that's also a thing. If you have zero experience in business, you don't know what you're doing, don't risk it all. Like,
don't risk it for the
start
biscuit.
small.
Yes, that's why I agree.
We started off in our house. The packages came in, it was like around like 100 boxes, and they were in our garage. I moved these boxes into our basement. I actually quit my job
so that you can become a packager.
So I could become a packager. We started packing all our orders in the basement. We had to set up all our orders in the basement. We used to stay up till 6 a.m. doing packaging this. And then the warehouse that would ship out our products is all the way in Brampton, which I would have to drive every single day an hour to get there to deliver the packages. But alhamdulillah, all that has changed, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all trial and error, and as your business grows, you start growing and start learning things that you can do that can improve your business. So now we have like a warehouse in Canada. That's shipping just for Canadians. Canadians, if you guys are watching this, our Canada warehouse, there is no duties and there's no taxes on anything, and we made this just for you guys because we know the struggle. As we know, we spent $10,000 in duties and taxes,
so that you don't have to spend it.
You don't have to. You know, we have a warehouse in the US, and now inshallah we're gonna have a warehouse in the UAE. So everyone that's watching from the UAE, that's going to be our warehouse for you guys. Fast shipping rates, quick shipping, and all that. So
it's actually going to become our international warehouse. Yes. So it's going to be faster shipping to Australia, to the UK, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, cheaper shipping. I know a lot of people from Australia. Cheaper shipping to Australia.
But anyways, we're getting ahead of ourselves about all the little things. If you guys want to know more, because our phone is overheating in the sun right now, Dubai is super hot. But if you guys want to know more about these topics, leave them down below. I think Dawood has a lot of like info about like the logistics of having a brand, and I have a lot of info about the creatives of a brand, so we can definitely like do videos where we can talk about certain topics. So let's
have a discussion in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check out Nominal. Come on, look how cool this is. They're donating a meal for every purchase. You're gonna look cool, and you're supporting.
Don't forget to use code Jasmine.
Yes, and you're supporting a Muslim
Palestinian owned business. Yes. And
that's what we should be doing.
Yes.
Support every Muslim owned business so we could grow and take over.
Bye guys.
See ya.